Ephesians 6 verse 14 Way in truth to no fear. Ephesians 6 verse 14. 14 Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place.
A Christian walk is full of non-stop struggle, and it will deal with others, it will deal with the self. Spiritual warfare is when someone questions their relationship and faith in God. The only way David the shepherd boy took down the tall, mighty giant was because he knew the Lord was the true God of heaven and earth. Paul wrote the epistle of Ephesians, and he was also a Roman citizen. Paul was in Roman prisoner when he wrote this letter to the church of Ephesus. So Paul had plenty of time to interview Roman soldiers. He could ask what the function of their armor and the weapons they were issued and used is. A Roman soldier belt was called cingulum militare. It was the centerpiece of his armor in uniform. He kept the double-edged sword on his belt, ready to use in battle. Only Roman soldiers had a cingulum belt, so there was no doubt about what empire he fought for or who he represented. A Christian needs the same trust in God, and their faith must be solid. The cingulum is also an essential part of the human brain. The cingulum is the center of the brain, like Roman's belt, and is the centerpiece of his armor. The cingulum is called the heart of the brain because it is where emotions like love, truth, depression, or hate are kept. The cingulum also plays a vital role in a relationship with God. Acts of love and compassion make the cingulum strong. Acts of fear, depression, anxiety, and hate weaken the cingulum. When people practice self-discipline, they control their life situation more. Unlike others who are more fearful or timid, their cingulum is too weak to help them. God is invisible. Faith is the evidence of hope for but not seen. A person's relationship with God is evident, especially with themselves and others. They will be like the shepherd boy David, believing that the Lord is the one true God here and today, and forevermore. The giants of doubt, worry, depression, and even hate have no chance against your relationship and trust in the Almighty God. God bless you all. Jesus, the way and the truth and the life. Love you, and so do I. His bondservant Samuel Jerry Head.
1 Samuel 17 verse 38 And Saul armed David with his armor, and he put an helmet of brass upon his head, also he armed him with a coat of mail. 39 And David girded his sword upon his armor, and he essayed to go, for he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them. And David put them off him. 40 And he took his staff in his hand, and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook, and put them in a shepherd's bag which he had, even in a scrip, and his sling was in his hand, and he drew near to the Philistine. 41 And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. 42 And when the Philistine looked about, and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth, and ruddy, and of a fair countenance. 43 And the Philistine said unto David, Am I a dog, that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. 44 And the Philistine said to David, Come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air, and to the beasts of the field. 45 Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. 46 This day will the Lord deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee, and take thine head from thee, and I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel.